Hello everyone. Hello guys. I hope am I audible and visible? Yeah, that's fine. So I think am I audible and visible to all of you? So how are you guys? I think you guys are good. Actually, in the morning I've just rescheduled this class because of I just wanted to see that is this time is good for you all or not. Means that was my point that let's see if students are comfortable at this time. So we were just discussing the theory part of profit and loss. We'll do the basic questions also, and I'll try my level best to make you understand this whole chapter with a concept as well. So before starting, I would say that I would request all of you to make a note of it because till now I think you guys have done this chapter with respect to the with respect to the one method. But from today, I would say that you can do this chapter with two methods, right? One is, as I said, is in a thumbnail, it is mentioned that a ratio method, which we would be like discussing today, the ratio method, and the method which you like everybody does that method as well. See, both methods has an importance, but one is like less time consuming and other is like more time consuming. It depends, correct? So let us now start with, and I'll make you understand the theory part. So guys, before starting, you should have an idea of some of the abbreviation used in this chapter. That is basically, I would say, a cost price. First is cost price. This we call as a CP, correct? And then the second one is the selling price. Second one is the selling price, which we call it as a second one is basically selling price, which we call it as a SP. Then similarly, we are having like profit. We talk about profit with this chapter, and then the fourth we talk about the loss with this chapter. Not only this much, if you like go to the deepen part, then we also discuss about the MRP, which is further known as mark price, means which is also known as a marked price I would say. Then secondly, we would go for discount. If we talk about the mark price, we will go for discount, and discount we can give like one discount, like two discount, and so on and so forth. So these are like important abbreviation used in this chapter. We'll learn like everything. So what is profit? Let's discuss the cost price. We know that the good, which is basically we bought the good, that is known as a cost price. Selling price, we sell the good at what price is basically a selling price. Profit is what? When my selling price is greater than my cost price, and this is what? When my cost price is greater than my selling price, correct? In terms of formula, I would say profit percentage is profit divided by CP. Always we assume profit with, we say the profit and we take the base as in cost price only. If I would go for loss percentage, we take a loss, and then we go for a base as in cost price. I hope this makes sense to everyone. Now let me make you understand a chart. Through chart you can understand the diagram that how this system works. So if I talk about, let us now talk about, this is my cost price, okay? This is my MRP, okay, fine. This is my MRP, and this is my selling price. Try to understand this chart. If you will understand this chart, 80% of things you can understand easily. So, uh, so now if I say, see everyone, if I say when you need to go from cost price, if you want to go from cost price to the selling price to the MRP, from cost price you want to go to the MRP, what you will do? You will here in the passage of going from cost price to the mark price, you will do a markup. You will do a markup. Write down. You will do a markup. Correct. When you want to when you want to like go reverse from mark price, if you want to go to the selling price, what you will do? When from the mark price you want to go to the selling price, you will give a discount. You will go for a discount. Always remember, you will go for discount, and not only one discount. You can go for multiple discounts like D1, then D2, and so on and so forth. And if you want to go from cost price to the selling price, you will have two things in the mind. Either this passage would give you either this passage would give you the profit, correct, or either this passage would give you the loss. Either this passage would give you the loss. So two things can happen here. So this is the triangular part of profit and loss. If you will discuss now, this is called a triangular part of profit and loss. So this is basically a triangular part, I would say triangular part of profit and loss. And if you, most of you understand, part of PLL, like profit and loss. If you understand this, this becomes very easy for you. Hi Rahul, how are you? Hi Rahul, I hope you are fine. So you can understand this part as I say. First thing is that from run from here from 1, always run from 1 to 2. Okay, means from cost price you go to the marked up MRP, which is like marked up price, and from 2 to then come to the 3, and then come from 3 to 1 or 1 to 3, correct. So this is the like basic structure which every student should know, the basic part of MRP, cost price, MRP and the selling price. Okay, hi, who is that? Can you comment? Hi, how are you? I think this is fine. So this is the theory and structure. Now let me make you understand the two different methods of understanding this chapter. The two different methods, everyone. First is assuming the value. Assuming every time you assume your CP would be 100x every time, correct? And the second is with the ratio method. This is the first method which you can apply, and the second is the ratio method. Now every method has an equal importance. Ratio method. And if you talk about, I would say that every method has an equal importance, means every method has its own importance, correct? You cannot say that okay, this is good or this is bad, but you should know, because see, if you solve a question, you should know that what kind of concept is being used in such kinds of problem. So that's why I'm guiding you. So suppose guys, if I say that, take an example, if I say there is a profit of, 50%. Now you have assumed that your cost price is to selling price, the ratio. You have assumed that your cost price is always than 100x. So if your cost price is 100x, then with respect to the cost price, you have 50% profit. Correct? If you have 50% profit, your selling price would be 150x. I hope you are getting my point. This is why I am writing this, because in this case you are seeing that I have assumed my cost price that would be 100x. Every time I assumed my cost price that would be 100x, correct? Is this clear to everyone? Now if I go for second, let's say if I write my loss of 50%. If I write loss of 50%, then my cost price to selling price ratio would be what? If I assume that cost price would be 100x, here my selling price would be 50x, correct? The ratio would be 50x. Again you can see. So this is I'm writing because every time I'm assuming that my CP is 100x, correct? Now let's come, if I take like another example, let's take, I'm taking my profit would be 64%. If my profit is 64%, again I'll assume that my CP is to SP, my CP is 100x, and if my profit is of 64%, I would write my selling price would be 164x, correct? So this is the way, these are the way 1, 2 and 3. These are the way basically we used to solve when we assume the cost price that is 100x. But let us say that when we come to the ratio method, which is very important, which I would say that everyone needs to understand this method. The ratio method says what? The ratios method say that if there is a profit of 50%, correct? If there is a profit of 50%, plus I am writing for the profit, please remember, plus I am writing for the profit, then I would say profit is basically 1 by 2. So basically what happens, this 2 becomes your cost price, this 1 becomes your profit, and if you write this down, CP, if CP is like 2, if you add 1 to the CP, okay wait, CP is like your 2, CP is to SP. If your CP is basically 2, then adding 1 to the CP would give you the selling price, then your selling price would be 3. I hope this is clear. Then your selling price would be 3. So the ratio method says that the ratio of cost price to the selling price, when 50% profit is there, then the ratio is basically 2:3. Or see, you can also cut this out part, you will get 2:3 only. But this is the simpler part. Suppose if somebody asks you, there's a profit of 25%, correct? Now you need to understand that what is 25%. 25%, the fraction part is basically 1/4. Now if you understand the fraction part is 1/4, this is your basically cost price, correct? And if I'm using the plus sign, means it's a profit. This is basically a profit. So the ratio of cost price is to the selling price becomes what? Your cost price is basically 4. If you add the profit to the cost price, it becomes selling price. So your selling price is 5. I hope this is clear to everyone. I hope this is clear to everyone. So these are the like two methods of solving a question of profit and loss. And mind my word, if you apply these two methods, you can solve any of the problem, correct? Any of the problem. Now suppose if I say that there is a profit of 16.66%. 16.66% is basically 1/6, correct? Now, so again, this is your cost price, this is your profit. Always I can also take the negative part, but let me just make you understand. So your ratio of cost price is to the selling price would be 6:7. Now suppose if I say let's there would be a profit of, I would say, let's take any number, 37.5%. Okay. Now let's take there's a profit of 37.5%. Now what is 37.5%? This is like, okay, Rahul. This is like, I would say 37.5%. Now see, there's a problem in this method is that you need to remember the fractional part of every percentage. This method say you to remember the fractional part of every percentage. If you don't remember the fractional part of the percentage, you cannot solve the problem. I hope you're getting my point. If you don't learn the fractional part of this percentage, then you cannot solve. Like I can directly say that 37.5 is basically 3/8. And if it is profit, this is my cost price and this is my profit. So I can say the ratio of cost price is to the selling price. My cost price is basically 8 and 8 plus 3 is basically 11. So my selling price becomes 11. So these are like two different methods you can use while solving the problem. Till now, I think everybody is getting this point. Everyone. So these are basically two methods. So you can note it down. First is assuming the value of CP like 100x and the ratio method. So this is like ratio method, as I always say. The ratios are very important, guys. Try to inbuild the ratios in your problem solving skills. So this is like a ratio method. This is like, again, I would say, let me just write down. This is your ratio method. This is your ratio method. I hope this is clear to everyone. So there are two methods of solving the problem, and the concept involved in it, I've said you earlier. Is it right, everyone? Clear? So one method is this one, and other method is this one. Now, based on this concept, today we're gonna solve some of the problems, correct? Based on this concept, today we're gonna solve some of the problems. I think you guys are ready. First, I'll start with the basic problems. So let us now start. So this is the first problem, everyone. Let me, like, anyone can answer this. This is the easiest question. I would say this is the easiest question you guys can do. Come on, solve this problem. Rahul, please call Devanand. Rahul, call Devanand. Devanand is there in the class. I hope. Now, what should be the answer? Now, they're asking find the gain or loss percent, correct? Now, you can solve as you wish, as the method you want. The good was bought for rupees 2000 and sold. Now, sold is basically, now cost price is basically given to me, which is like 2000, correct? Cost price is 2000 for me, and the selling price is basically how much? Selling price is basically 2200 for me. Can I say there is a profit of 200? Can I say there's a profit of 200 basically? Then there is a gain. Correct now? I hope you solved. Then there is a gain, correct? But if I would say that gain or loss percentage, now the question comes, find the gain or loss percent. Also find out, now you can write down, also find out gain or loss percentage. Gain or loss percentage. Now, if you figure out the gain or loss percentage, basically gain is happening. Okay, gain is happening. Always gain happens on the cost price, which is 2000 multiplied by 100. Correct? This zero, this zero, this zero, this zero, this zero, this zero, which is 10%. So there is a profit of 10%. I hope this is done. Is it clear? Please say, is it clear? I hope so. This is clear. I hope this is clear. Okay, fine. So let us come to the next problem. Now, can you solve this? Try and solving the part. Try this, everyone. How can you solve? Now, the second thing is that how can you apply this? If the CP of an article 75% of its SP, CP is 75% of the SP. Now, this question is like language play. Again, I would say this is a language play. This I would say is a language play. Can you answer this? 33%. Okay, Saurav Kumar is saying, okay. Now CP is 75% of the selling price. Means my selling price must be 100, na? If my selling price is 100, then my cost price would be 75. This is the language saying, na? This is the language saying, na? Then my cost price would be 75%. Correct? Yes or no? This is the language saying. I hope so. This is clear, everyone. I hope so. This is clear, everyone. So the ratio of, now see, the ratio of selling cost price to the selling price. Cost price is 75 and the selling price is 100. This goes by 4 times. This goes by 3 times. So the ratio is basically 3:4. Is it right? I hope this makes sense. I hope this makes sense. They are asking, what is the profit percent earned on the article? What is the profit percentage? Profit is basically how much one earn on the 3, which is 33.33%, and which was correct by I think one of the students had done this right. Saurabh Kumar. Is it right, Saurabh? I hope you are getting it. I hope this is clear, everyone. So again, what I'm using the ratio method, I'm just creating the part, writing the part of cost price is to the selling price. Can you please comment that this time is okay for you guys? You will attend the class at this time daily if I take this class. Now let's come to the next question. Now can you solve this problem? If you guys are okay with the time, that would be great. Come on, everyone, solve. And I would request to all of you that please share the session. Please share the session to your friends. That would be great if you guys share the session to your friends. They're asking the actual profit percentage. Come on. Solving, everyone. Can you solve this? I'm just waiting for a reply. Come on, solve. Okay. Okay, let me just now make it like now. Let just make you solve this. Should I solve? Okay, no, okay, that's fine. Now, if CP is 125%, so I would write the point which is mentioned over here, that cost price is basically 125% means 125 by 100 of the difference between selling price and cost price. So this is the difference between selling price and cost price, correct? Now I know this goes by 5 times and this goes by 4 times, correct now? I know that 4 CP is equal to 5 SP minus 5 CP, correct? Now CP gets this out. This would be 9 cost price is equal to 5 selling price. Now I can write the ratio of cost price to the selling price. Now the ratio of cost price to the selling price is that 5 by 4, correct? Sorry, 5 by 9. 5 by 9. Is it right? Yes or no? 5 by 9. Is it right? This becomes like 5 by 9. Cost price to the selling price is basically 5 by 9. If cost price to the selling price is 5 by 9, then write down in the ratio form that your cost price to the selling price, your cost price is basically 5 and your selling price becomes 9. There is a profit of 4 on 5. There is a profit of 4 on 5. So 4 on 5, 1 by 5 is 20%, 4 multiply is 80% is the answer. Isn't it? I hope this is clear. I hope this is clear. Please comment. I hope this is clear. Okay, ठीक है. Then let's go for next question. Let's go for next question. Try this. Come on, try this. Same question. Same question. So we'll solve now. Now see how can we solve this question. If the loss, basically for the ratio method you need to understand that what is this 66.66% is known as. So 66.66% is basically, just try to learn this part. This is like 33.33% multiplied by 2, and we know that this 33.33% is 1 by 3 multiplied by 2. So basically this is 2 by 3. So can I write here that 2 by 3, if loss is of 63% of the difference between cost price and loss. Now cost price and loss they are saying. So this is a again language change. So 2 by 3, wait a minute. So I hope you have done this part. So wait a minute. So I can say now that your loss is basically what? I can say your loss is basically 2 by 3 of cost price and minus loss. Isn't it? This is said in the question which we are writing down. So from here I can say that 3L is equal to 2 times of CP minus 2L. 3L plus 2L becomes 5L. 5L equals to 2CP. Then I would say the ratio of L by CP is what? This is 2 by 5. So come on, you are saying that in the ratio format your cost price is basically 5 and your loss is having of 2. Your loss is having of 2. Then can I say that then my selling price is of 3? Correct, because you're having a loss, then your selling price would be 3 now. Isn't it, everyone? Make sense? They're asking what? They're asking what? Find the selling price is what percent of cost price? Selling price is 3. So selling price is 3 and it is what percent of cost price, which is 5. So what is 3 by 5? So I know 1 by 5 is what? 20%. 3 is basically, this is 60% answer. Is it clear? Clear? Please confirm clear. I hope so this is clear. 60%, yes, Saurabh. I would request that please share this session, everyone. That would be great if you share this session. That would be great if you guys share this session. Let us try in the next problem. Okay, try this. Can you solve? A seller sells an article at 25% loss on its selling price. 25% loss. Come on, I think this could be done by all of you. This is like 25% loss. Come on. So if there is a like loss of 25%, suppose if there is a loss of, see, when you go for a ratio method now, you should learn that this is a loss of 25%. So if there is a loss of 25%, 25%, the fractional part is basically 1 by 4. But give the negative sign because it's a loss. Correct? On its selling price. So now the language is changed. They are asking on the selling price. Correct? Then your selling price is basically becomes 4. Earlier, when it was not mentioned in the question, it was your cost price. This was your cost price. When nothing is mentioned, the denominator is always a cost price if nothing is mentioned. It is mentioned that your selling price is 4. Correct? If your selling price is 4, there is a loss of 1, then must be the cost price would be 5. See the structure, everyone. Cost price is to the loss is to the selling price. If the cost price is 5, there is a loss of 1, then the selling price would be 4 only, na? Now they are asking find the actual profit percentage or loss, actual loss percentage. So basically there is a loss of 1, correct, on the 5, which is 20% ka loss. Now see, now actual loss, this is the actual loss, everyone. This is called an actual loss. This is called as an actual loss. So this is the actual loss you are getting now. Now this is the loss on the selling price. This is basically a loss. This is basically a loss on the selling price. And this is the loss on the cost price. This is a loss on the cost price. So there are two different things you need to learn. When the base changes, the percentage, the loss percentage or a profit percentage does also change. Isn't it? I hope you guys are getting. Let's go for next problem. You can try this. 14%. Yeah, see, you can try this or not. Okay, I think this is like something mentioned over here. Yeah, you can try this question. I think different one, a little bit of different one. Come on, try a different question. Come on, try. Please try out this. 10%. Is it 10%? Okay, let me find it out. Let me figure it out. So, Aman finds that cost price of like, see, cost price of 1375 article is equal to the, so cost price of 1375 article is equal to the selling price of, I would say, 1250 article. So now the portion comes that if you are very good at the calculation skills, then you can solve this problem in a, like, I would say, easiest way. Correct. So now if I need to figure it out, the cost price is to selling price ratio, what it could be, guys? Now I need that this cost price, sorry, wait a minute, you can just figure it out in such a way that if I need to figure it out, my cost price, then the selling price would be 1250 divided by selling price, and the cost price would be 1375. Correct? I hope you are getting my point. Now there the ratio should be in the simplest form. So this will go by 10 times and this will go by 11 times. Correct? Now you can see that they're asking the profit percentage. Okay, so your cost price basically is 10. Always write in such a manner that it should be like visible in terms of ratios, and your selling price is basically what, 11. Correct? There's a profit of 1. The way I am writing, try writing in such a manner. The profit is of 1 on what? Because profit or loss, if not given, anything happens on a cost price, so which is by 10 multiplied by 100 is nothing but 10%. I think those were given. That is very right. They are right. I hope. Profit. Okay, fine. So let me go for next question. So, and do not forget the triangular series which I have guided you about this series. Okay, I'll just make. I'll again revise it later on. So come on, try this question. That's great. Can you solve this question now? Now it is the cost price of 20 article is the same as the selling. Now this is like previous one. It is like previous one. Same question, you can just try by your own. A same question. Think what the question is saying. Try, like, be calm and try using it what the statement is like supposed to say. Just follow the crack part, that where should I hit the crack. 25%. Okay, we got an answer from 25%. Okay, let me just now check that whether it's 25% or not. Cost price of 20 articles. So I would write like cost price of 20 article. Correct? Now this would be equals to same as the selling price of X article. So this would be like selling price of X article. Is it right? Till now, what the statement said, I have written that. Okay. From here, I can say what? Cost price would be selling price into the X divided by 20. From here, I can say cost price divided by selling price would be X by 20. Is it right? Which is equal to, again remember the point, I always make you understand, if something is in profit of 25%, what is the ratio form of it? So if I say there's a profit of 25%, always write down the plus sign, because profit is happening, so write down the plus sign. Then I know that initially the 25% is what? Initially the 25% is the fractional value is 1 by 4, correct? If there's a profit of 25%, then the 4 will become 5. How the 4 will become 5? Because this 1 will get added to the 4, correct? This 1 will get added to the 4. Suppose there is a they are saying like 3 by 7 plus. If they are saying 3 by 7 plus, then the initial value is like 7 only. Then the final value would be, add this 3 to the 7. The final value would be 10. I hope you're getting this point. So this is happening, this is basically a 45% ka, sorry 25% ka increment, isn't it? This is basically the increment of 25%. So this whole value becomes like 4 by 5, correct? Now this goes by 5 4s are 20 and the X value would be 16. I hope you got this. Clear? I hope you understood the logic. I hope you have understood the logic. Fine, everyone, understood the logic. Let's go for next question. Come on, solve this question. If you want me to like take the classes at this time, you can just comment, because I'll take the class at this time only. The motto of this class is to make you understand, because I'll take like 4 lectures on profit and loss. How many? I'll take like 4 lectures on profit and loss. So that would be very good for you. If you want that this classes would be at this time only, then you can say. Now I think this question has been like quite twisted, so you will like, let me make you understand this problem first of all. Okay, let me make you understand. So let me just write down. So first of all, by selling an article of rupees 672, there's a profit of 12%. I always say, if you don't know how to use this one, just wait. And if the profit is given to me, suppose now here you cannot go for the ratio method. As I say now, ki both methods have their own importance. So if I assume here that my cost price would be 100, if I assume here that my cost price is 100, now suppose if I assume my cost price is 100 and there is a profit of 12%. If I say there is a profit of 12%, then what should be the cost price, selling price? Then you would say the selling price would be 1112, correct? In terms of yours, in terms of your understanding with respect to the profit percentage, your selling price would be 112, correct? But according to the question, by selling of an article at rupees 692. So can I say, according to the question, this 112 resembles 672, isn't it? Yes. This 112 resembles 672. So the 1 resembles what? So 1 will go for 672 divided by 112. If you can see that, if you'll multiply like this 2 will come when 112 6 6 6. It will go like 6 times, no? So the value of 1 would be 6. The value of 1 would be 6. Correct? Yes, yeah, no. I hope this much is clear to you. This much till now is clear to you. Correct? That what is basically happening. Isn't it? This much is clear to everyone that what is basically happening. There was a cost price. There was a profit of 12%. According to me, the selling price would be 112, but in the question it was given 672. One value would be 672 by 112, and I hope it goes by 6 times. I hope this is correct, right? Now the second part is that they are saying to loss of 12%, at what price he should sell. Now see the point is that they are asking at what price he should sell. Cost price cannot change, na? Correct. Cost price would be same, na? So if here is the cost price is of 100, here the cost price will always be then also will be the 100 only, correct? But now they are saying there's a loss of there's a loss of what? Now they are saying there's a loss of basically there's a loss of 12%. If there's a loss of 12%, then my selling price would be what? 88. But according to me, this is 88. According to me, it is 88. But if you see the question, it should not be 88. It should be 88. It should be 88 multiplied by 6. Correct, na? It should be 88 multiplied by 6, which I would say 6 8s are 48. Correct. And which is 528. So 528 would be my answer. Is this clear? Please comment, is this clear? I hope so. This makes sense. I hope this makes sense. Whenever I say you that please go for your values and then compare with the question values, this is very important. Whenever I say go with your values and then compare with the quotient value, always believe me, this process is very I would say easiest process, I would say. Okay, fine. I hope you understood this. Let us go for next question. Same problem, I would say. So yeah, I think there's a printing mistake, I would say. But again, you can solve now. The same problem which we did right now, a same problem, I would say. Let me just make it like large one. Now I think this would be visible to you. I think again it's a tough one. I don't think so. So see, the hurdle would come from what part? The point is that, okay, let me just make you solve. Let me just make you solve. I hope you have tried this. The point is that if you don't know the meaning of 16 to 1 by 2, the point is if you don't know the meaning of, the point is that if you don't know the meaning of 16 1 by 2, so I can say 16 1 by 2 percentage is basically what? You should know this in the fractional form. You should know this in the fractional form, which is basically 1 by 6. Basically what? 1 by 6. And they are saying you are having a loss. Correct? So if my cost price is 6 and I'm having a loss, and if I'm having a loss of 1, then my selling price would be what? I'm having a loss, then my selling price would be 5, na? So according to me, the selling price is 5. Again saying, According to me, the selling price is 5. But it, if you see the question, the selling price is basically not 5. The selling price is basically 1050. I always make you understand, compare the value with your own data and then try figuring out the other data. Correct? Compare the value with your own data. So I can say now, what I can say now, if 5 is equal to 1050, then 1 would be equal to how much? That is 1050 divided by 5. Is it right? I hope so. You're getting till now. So basically this is goes by how many times? It is easy, 210. Correct. Now they're asking at what price he should sell the article to make a profit of 20%. Now again build a data, guys. What you need to again build a data. One value is 210, having a profit of 20%. 20% is basically what? 20% is basically 1 by 5. Here your CP is basically 5. You are having profit of 1. Then your selling price would be what? 6, na? So now you can, at what price he should sell. Now you are selling at 6. You know the value of those 210. You can just multiply this 6 with 210. Isn't it? Yes or no? You will get the answer. This will come how much? 6 1s are 6, 6 2s are 12. 1260 is the answer. I think I did something wrong. I did something wrong. Oh my God, I did something wrong. Isn't I did something wrong? Or it's correct? 1260 आ रहा है ना आंसर. I think this is correct. Oh yes, I did wrong. I did wrong. Please wait. Please wait. Please wait. I did something wrong. Just wait. I think some of you answered correctly. So basically, this becomes 1260 and 20% profit. Correct? You are giving like 20% profit now, which is 252. It is like 1512. 1512 will be the answer. Sorry, my bad. Answer would be 1512. My bad. Correct. Actually, they should write here the same article. They should write here the same article. I think there's a language. The correct answer would be 1512. I hope everyone got this clear. Anyone is having doubt till now? I don't think so. Okay, fine. I think, yeah. Is it good now? Okay. So let me just show you the data and you can try this as an homework. Tomorrow I will be coming live at this time only. Tomorrow I will be coming live at this time only. So you can try this question by yourself and let me just show you the part which you should revise, which is, guys, this one. See, this is the class 1. This is the class 1 where I'm just guiding you the basic questions, correct? I'm just making you helping the use of ratios, correct? The question should not be solved in terms of only the assuming a value of cost price should be 100x. My point is that you should also learn the other process of solving a question of profit and loss. So these are the other ways of solving the question which we did in the class. Always go for a ratio method. As I say, if you don't know anything, go for a ratio method. Ratio method would help you a lot. Go for a ratio method. Again, revising this triangular part of profit and loss is that we have a cost price. From cost price, we go to the MRP. How we go? We use the term mark price. From mark price, we come to the selling price. How we come? When we go for a discount. And from cost price to the SP, we always go in a two ways, either a profit or a loss. So I hope this class find useful to you. I hope you really enjoyed the class. If you have any concern regarding that, what time I should take the class, or basically what chapter you want to read, you are having a doubt, you can just put on the comment section so that I can just help you in coming with that particular class. So I would request all of you to share this session to all of your friends so that they would get means help from this class. So any doubt you can just ask me, guys, or if you watch this in the recording section, in the recording time also, then you can also like put the comment over there. I hope you really enjoyed the class. Keep shining and keep learning. Till then, bye bye everyone. Shining off, Agnimitra. Bye.